Welcome back to Meet Me at the Grizz, the podcast where we share the stories, traditions, and experiences that make Rotary Scout Reservation such a transformational part of every young person's scouting journey. I'm your host, Ken Clough, and today we're talking about something that affects more units than many people realize: how smaller troops can successfully attend summer camp, even if they only have a handful of scouts, limited adult leadership, or are just beginning to rebuild their membership. Every year, we hear the same concern. We're just too small to make camp work. But the truth is, no troop is too small for summer camp at Rotary Scout Reservation. Whether your unit has 15 scouts or just 2, whether you're a long-established troop going through a membership lull, or a new unit working to find its footing, there are multiple pathways that ensure your scouts can still get that incredible week of camp they deserve. The myth of being too small for summer camp. Let's start by addressing this misconception head-on. Many leaders assume that if they don't have the numbers, either for youth or adults, they simply can't attend. But that's not how we operate at RSR. Camp isn't reserved only for large established troops. In fact, some of the most rewarding, tight-knit, and memorable camp experiences come from units that attend with small groups. These troops often develop a strong sense of identity, rely more deeply on one another, and discover new leadership strengths because every scout plays an active role. Smaller troops frequently tell us that attending camp together strengthened the bond of their unit in ways they didn't expect. The size of your troop does not determine the size of your scout's experience. What matters is that they're there learning, growing, laughing, and discovering who they are in an environment that's designed to challenge and support them. Attending camp by pairing with another troop. One of the most common and effective solutions for smaller units is pairing up with another troop for the week. When a troop is small, especially if it's working with limited adult leadership, partnering with a compatible unit can make all the difference. This isn't a merger or a loss of identity. It's simply a practical and rewarding way to share resources, strengthen leadership coverage, and enhance the overall camp experience. Units that pair together often share a campsite, meals, and evening programs. Scouts get to meet new peers, make new friends, and benefit from interacting with a broader group, while still maintaining their own patrol structure and troop traditions. Many troops that have paired together in the past continue building their friendships and camping together in future years. The camaraderie becomes one of the highlights of their summer. The camp leadership team can help identify a partner unit that aligns well with your troop, consider scheduling preferences, personality, program focus, and even campsite style. It's a collaborative effort designed to ensure every scout feels at home, supported, and fully immersed in the RSR spirit. The power of provisional camping, including STEM Week. Another important option, especially for very small troops or individual scouts, is provisional camping. Provisional camping allows scouts to attend camp even if their home unit cannot attend that week, cannot provide enough leadership, or is going to an entirely different summer camp. This is an option that many families don't know about, but it's one of the most meaningful opportunities RSR offers. When a scout attends provisionally, they are placed with a host troop for the week. From the moment they arrived, they are fully integrated into the campsite community. They participate in meals, campfires, activities, merit badges, evening events, and even the general rhythm of the week, just like any other scout. It's an incredible way to grow independence, build confidence, and experience scouting from a new perspective. And there's one part of provisional camping at RSR that deserves special mention: STEM Week. STEM Week has become one of the most popular weeks for provisional scouts, especially for those coming for a second or even a third week of camp. Every year, a remarkable number of scouts attend their home troop's week of camp and then choose to return to RSR on their own for STEM Week. They love the focus, the hands-on projects, the energy, and the chance to dive deeper into robotics, engineering, technology, and scientific exploration in a summer camp setting. STEM Week has built its own community of returning scouts, many of them provisional, who see it as a highlight of their scouting year. These scouts often make friends outside their home troop, building connections with youth from across the council and beyond. If a scout has even the slightest interest in STEM, or they just want another week of fun and learning, STEM Week is an outstanding option. And again, this includes scouts whose home troop attends a completely different summer camp. Even if your troop goes to a different council's camp, a different week, or even a high adventure program, your scout can still come to RSR as a provisional camper. We welcome them with open arms. Multi-troop campsites and the community experience. Some summers, as attendance grows, we see more multi-troop campsite arrangements. These aren't pairings. They're small communities formed when 2 or 3 troops share a larger site while still operating independently. Each troop keeps its own identity, patrols, leaders, and traditions, but they also enjoy the energy and support of being part of a multi-unit neighborhood. For smaller troops, this can be an ideal setup. Scouts get the comfort of their own troop structure, but also the social benefits of being surrounded by other units. They meet more people, hear more stories, and they feel the lively hum of camp life all around them. Adult leaders often enjoy these arrangements too, because they can share knowledge, collaborate on campsite logistics, and build friendships that carry into the rest of the scouting year. What leaders of small troops can do right now? If you're a leader of a small unit, the most important thing you can do is simply reach out. Let us know the size of your troop, how many adults you have, and what challenges you're facing. We've helped countless troops in your situation. Troops with 2 scouts, troops with no available leaders, troops that are restarting after years of inactivity, troops brand new to scouting, and every single one of them ended up having a successful and memorable camp experience. Summer camp is not something your troop has to miss out on. Whether you attend paired with another troop, join a multi-unit campsite, or send your scouts as provisional campers, even if your troop goes elsewhere, we will work with you to make it happen. And if your scouts want a second week, or want something different and exciting, encourage them to look into STEM Week. Many scouts say it's the best decision they've ever made. The heart of the matter. At its core, this is what we believe at Rotary Scout Reservation. If a scout wants to attend summer camp, we will make sure they can. That's the foundation of everything we do. Every scout deserves the chance to spend a week at camp, hiking the trails, learning new skills, building friendships, sitting by the campfire, laughing in the dining hall, and discovering who they are in an environment that brings out their very best. Troop size shouldn't be a barrier. Lack of leaders shouldn't be a barrier. Complicated schedules shouldn't be a barrier. Even if a Scouts unit can't or chooses not to come to RSR, that Scout still has a place at Rotary. We are committed to making sure they know it. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Meet Me at the Grizz. If you're leading a small troop, supporting a brand new unit, or guiding the scouts through a transitional year, remember, they deserve the full summer camp experience, and RSR is here to make it possible. Share this episode with other leaders and parents who might be unsure about how summer camp works for smaller units. The more people know about these options, the more scouts will get the opportunity to experience the magic of Rotary Scout Reservation. Until next time, I'm Ken Clough, reminding you that no scout is too small for camp, no troop is too small for adventure, and together, we'll make sure every young person has their chance to thrive. And as always, I'll meet you at the Grizz.